Hello, hello, everybody. Namaste. Welcome to our Tuesday evening Slow Flow class. My name is KJ Hamus, and I'm super excited to be here with you all this evening. I hope you're feeling good today. I hope you had a fabulous Tuesday. It is Tuesday if we've lost track of the day. And again, I'm just really excited to be here with you all. So you may want to grab a couple of blocks if you've got them, or yoga block equivalents, and definitely take tonight's practice where you need to take it. So feel free to embrace the challenges that come up. Feel free to take things deeper, and also feel free to back off. You're the authority in your body, and what we're doing is just opening up to see what happens and to see what comes up this evening. So again, really excited to be here with you all. We're going to get started in a comfortable seat. So that can be crisscross applesauce if you'd like. Maybe the legs want to be out long, or you want to sit in more of a hero's pose, which I was just doing, so on my knees. And feel free to sit up on a block in any of those shapes. Go ahead and bring one hand to the crown of the head and just extend the spine up. So you're pressing the head lightly into the hand, and then you're pressing the hand gently down on the head, working toward a neutral spine. So that point in the spine where you can sit up nice and tall, feeling the energy flow from the crown of the head all the way down to the spine and back up without feeling strain in the joints. Go ahead and release the hand down. Start to feel the low ribs draw together, and belly button just gently move toward the spine. Nothing super crazy there, but it's light engagement of the core. We want to keep our core engaged throughout the practice to help us protect the low back, but still be able to breathe. I invite you here to soften the eyes, or find one point for your gaze on the floor or just in front of you. And as we start to arrive in this space, we'll take a moment to honor the teachers and practitioners who've come before us. The teachers and practitioners who've given us this practice that stems from India 5,000 plus years ago. Reminding ourselves this is a practice of liberation and freedom. So as we move in our body today, what do you need from this practice? Start to set that intention now. And as you set that intention, reminding yourself that you're the authority in your body. So take things where you need to take them. We'll begin to seal in that intention and really come into the practice with several deep cleansing breaths to arrive in this moment. Deep inhale through the nose. And deep exhale, open the mouth, sigh it out. Let it go. Slow breath in, receive the breath in through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. One last time here, full breath in. And a full breath out. Orienting yourself in space and time. The space being here, and the time being now. So giving yourself this next 60 minutes. You can go deeper and understand where you're at today and honoring what comes up. Speaking of honoring, even in this moment, take a moment to honor what it took to get here to your practice this evening. Sometimes the road is easy, and sometimes that road is long and hard to come to your mat. So acknowledge yourself for showing up. Starting on a positive note, no matter how you feel. Drawing a light awareness to the breath. Feel the breath being received in through the nose as it draws all the way down to the belly. Belly, back, and ribs expand. And then as you exhale, feel the breath travel from the base of the spine, the low part of the belly, all the way back up, and feel as if the breath is extending from the heart. So we want to fill up our heart space with compassion for ourselves this evening, so we can meet ourselves where we're at in the moment. So slow breaths in through the nose. And we'll seal the lips and breathe out through the nose, but feel the breath leave through the heart. And as you breathe here, notice what the breath is indicating that we're bringing into our practice. How are you truly feeling this evening? This could be physical or emotional, even mental. And as you enter in this observation, let this be a place of non-judgment, a place of compassion and awareness. Let's really begin to calm the chatter of the mind, releasing any hold that it has on us. So as you breathe in, feel as if the brain is starting to just move toward the midline, get smaller. And then as you breathe out, the brain will expand and begin to soften, but the thoughts will not come back with it. And so if you find that you're carrying a lot of thoughts with you, I sometimes like to take a deep breath in and gather up as many thoughts as I can, and then exhale, just gently move them off to the side. So we're looking to cease the mind chatter. One or two thoughts may come up that's something that truly needs your attention. And so we want to get rid of all the excess stuff that's trying to distract you from that. Breathing gently in and out through the nose. We start to feel our breath become the guide in our practice. Take one more full breath here. And full breath out. Gently blink open the eyes. And let's sit back on our hips, lift our legs up to the sky, Navasana, boat pose. Draw your toes towards you, heels pressed toward the front of the mat. Heart is lifting up. Engage through the core, arms and palms are pressing out. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, slowly lower halfway down, let the arms come. Inhale, zip up, press the hands away. Exhale, slowly lower halfway down. Two more. Breath in, nice and slow. Breath out. Last time. Inhale, press forward. Exhale, slowly lower halfway. Look at your toes. Inhale, press. As you exhale, roll over your hands, coming into your tabletop shape. So we warmed up our core, our center. That's the place where our inner strength is at. Continuing here, without moving the spine too much, draw belly button in. Stack shoulders over wrists and hips over the knees. We want to find our neutral spine once again. So crown of the head forward. Hips are pressing back. Draw low ribs in together and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale. As you exhale, round the back, dome it in, cat pose. Really round the back, round the shoulders. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, look up. Exhale, lead with the hips, round through the back. Gaze is the last thing to come to center. Inhale, lift up, cow pose. Exhale, round the back, dome it in. So feel free to continue along this path of cat-cows or invite any other movement that calls to you here. And it doesn't have to be particularly linear. So if you feel the need to move from side to side or maybe just a bit more front to back, do that. You can start to take circles over the wrists if you'd like. Make them really big circles or tiny circles. But just notice what you need, how your body needs to move. And as you're moving, continue to pay particular attention to the breath. So in this free-flowing movement, we're not thinking about the movement. We're really focused on the breath, just sort of letting what happens, being in tune with what we need. Take a few more breaths here. And then meeting back in our neutral tabletop as you inhale. Exhale, pause. Extending your left leg nice and long. Inhale, toes pointed down. Hold and breathe. So feel your right thigh press toward the center of the mat. Take a look back at your toes. Make sure your hips not popping open, that it's pointed down so both hips are square. Hold and breathe. Neutral spine. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. As you exhale, cross the right foot behind the left so it's nice and long. Uncurl the back toes as you inhale. Then as you exhale, slide on the back foot, coming into a diagonal pigeon's pose. So in our other variation of pigeon, our shin is parallel and it's a bit more in between the hands. At this one, we're still working into the outer hip, but the leg is going to be at more of that diagonal. Let's take a deep, slow breath in here. And a deep, slow breath out. As you inhale, lift yourself back up to tabletop with the extended leg, round through the back. Exhale, draw knee into nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Last time, inhale, make sure your right thigh is pressing towards center. Exhale, dome it in. Inhale, extend. And then exhale, bring it down, tabletop. We're gonna switch sides once again. So inhale, extend our right leg nice and long. Pause here, hold and breathe. Neutral spine, belly buttons in as you cinch the low ribs together. Take a look back, make sure 5 toes are pointed down to the earth and that your hip points are level. Press the left inner thigh toward the center of the mat, round through the back. Breathe here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. As you exhale, cross that right foot over to the side. Uncurl the back toes. Slide back, diagonal pigeon's pose. My blocks are in the way, so go ahead and just move your blocks with your foot if they're in your way as well. And breathe here. So working into that outer hip and glute to open it up. And this shape right here might be really challenging, and that's okay. That's where our breath comes in. So keep the focus on the breath. Take one more breath in. Breath out. As you inhale, gently pull yourself back up to your tabletop shape. Neutral spine, and then exhale, draw it in, dome it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Last time, breath in, extend. Exhale, dome it in. Inhale. Keep the leg nice and long. As you exhale, drop the right toes down, right leg long. Your next exhale, step back, high plank to hold. Feet can be hips width distance apart or closer together. Shoulders are gonna stack over your wrists. So don't stick your booty up in the air. Tuck the tailbone. Press the heels back as the crown of the head comes forward. Let's breathe. 3, 2, and 1. As you inhale, bend through the knees. Send your hips back. Then slowly walk your hands to meet the feet. Stay low. Once your hands get to your feet, heel toe the feet out. And then as you exhale, sit down, Malasana, Yogi Squat. This is a great place for a block. It's also a great place to stand up nice and tall, okay? Both are wonderful variations, so find where you feel the strongest. That's the great thing about variations. It's about finding where we feel the strongest, and sometimes where we feel the strongest might be up a little bit. It might be with the knee dropped. So think about that. Let's take a full breath in here. Full breath out. Thinking about sitting up nice and tall, that neutral spine. Tucking tailbone down, crown of the head shines up to the sky. Full breath in. Full breath out. As you inhale, plant your hands. And as you exhale, gently fold forward. Heel toe the feet. About hips width distance apart, roughly 2 fist width. Bend through the knees. Let the head hang nice and heavy. So feeling a stretch in the hamstrings. We'll breathe here. You may want to reach for a block or a book. So on your next inhale, bend through the left knee. Place the left hand on the ground or on a block. And as you inhale, open up the right hand. So spinal twist, twisting from the mid back, not from our low back. Gaze will come up. Keep your right leg straight and look up. Stack shoulder on top of shoulder. And breathe. We're also feeling a stretch, hopefully along your IT band. Take one more breath in. Breath out. Inhale. As you exhale, gently fold, bending your right leg, left leg straight. Inhale, reach up. So feeling that stretch on this side. Again, twisting from the thoracic spine, not the lumbar spine, so not the low back, from the mid back. We'll take one more breath in here and breath out. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. As you inhale, you're going to slowly and gently walk your way back out to your high plank. So think about squeezing through the glutes, core is engaged, feet hips width distance apart. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale. As you exhale, bring the left forearm down to the ground, followed by the right forearm. Hands are at an 11. Heels back, crown of the head forward. You've got this. We're here for 3. Keep breathing. 2 and 1. Draw the knees down as you inhale. And then exhale, let the thighs come down and heart shines open. Sphinx pose. The crown of the head is reaching up. Press the tops of the feet into the earth. You're going to feel some compression in the low back. That's okay. If you'd like less compression, you'll walk the elbows out a little bit more in front of the body. That'll lower the chest down without compromising the integrity of the chest and the shoulders. So as we find that opening on the front side of the body, just as we did in our cow pose and our tabletop, we're going to work that same shape, really opening up the back here. So curl the toes under. Inhale, shine the heart forward. Exhale, really round the back. Maybe you lift up, finding that true round. Slowly inhale, reach forward. Exhale, round. Knees can stay down. Inhale, press forward. Exhale, round. Take a few more here on your own. Feel free just to stay in Sphinx pose. That might be what feels good in the body. Getting back in Sphinx pose. Inhale. As you exhale, press back, child's pose. Let the arms be nice and long in front of you, still activating through the fingertips. Hands about shoulders width distance apart or wider. See what happens when you change the distance between the hands. And use this as a check-in for yourself. How do you feel? Not only how do you feel physically, but what's coming up emotionally? Use the breath to help you stay grounded in your body and really observe what you're feeling. Maybe even let yourself completely feel what you're feeling. And take one more breath here. Breath out. As you inhale, sit up on the knees, reach the arms up long, coming into seal pose, fingertips reaching toward the sky. Exhale, sit back, child's pose. As you inhale, this time we're going to roll, slither forward to a baby cobra. Really think about using the muscles in the back, shoulders draw down. Exhale, press back, child's pose. Inhale, roll forward, slide forward, baby cobra. Uncurl the toes and press up. Exhale, high plank once again. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. First down dog of the day. You're probably like, when is she going to get to that? Sometimes I get to it, sometimes it's not even in the practice, but today it's here. So let's breathe, find stillness, really press through the hands. Think about the inner part of the elbow pointing up to the ceiling. Low ribs coming in together, deep breath in and deep breath out. One more, inhale, exhale. As you inhale, let's roll forward, high plank. As you exhale, right hand to right ankle, shin or knee, down dog twist. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, down dog twist, other side. Two more each side. Inhale, roll forward, really find your plank. Exhale, down dog twist. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, roll forward. Really roll it back. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Slowly, keep with straight legs. Inhale, tiptoe the feet to meet your hands. Coming into ragdoll. Bend through the elbows, let the head hang nice and heavy. Bring your fingertips, maybe you cupcake them or bring the hands to blocks in front of the feet. As you inhale, press into the balls of the feet, lift the heels. Exhale, press down, lift up the toes. Inhale, roll forward, heels lift. Exhale, heels down, toes up. Keep moving here. And take just a few more. Let your hands really root you to the earth. Move nice and slow. So it's not so much about the movement, it's about how we move with the breath. Take one more full round here. And as you're done, leap back in your ragdoll. Bending through the knees, rooting through the feet, slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. Head being the very last thing to stack. Knees are the very last thing to straighten, coming into Tadasana, mountain pose. Finding your neutral spine once again, crown of the head lift up. Tuck the tailbone down so you don't, we're just working with the natural curve in the back, not adding curve there. And that can take a little time to explore, so don't worry about it if you're like, I gotta figure that out. It's cool. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. As you inhale, reach your arms up and over. And as you exhale, hinge at the hips, bow low. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Hands can stay on the ground or come up to the shins. As you exhale, step the left foot back, drop the left knee. Inhale, reach the arms up, Anjaneyasana. So send your hips forward, bend through the knee. So it's okay if the knee comes past the ankle slightly, but if you're finding you're going too much, lengthen out here. So working into our right hip joint and opening up through this left hip flexor. If you did a lot of leg work today, you might feel this in the hamstrings as well. Arm variations, arms can be up, hands can come by the head. Press the heart open if you're taking that, or even bring your hands down to your thighs. And with the thigh, use your palms to maybe press the flesh away from the hip. See what that does. You might take it and be like, nah, that's not my thing. That's cool. We'll take one more breath in here. Breath out. Inhale, heart shines forward. Exhale, plant the hands, straighten through the right leg, half split. Toes toward the nose. Great place for blocks. Bring the ground closer to you. Fingertips or hands pressed firmly onto the earth. We're not gripping when we're pressing. We're just feeling that connection, feeling supported. Keeping the right leg straight. Inhale, shine the crown of the head forward. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold. So feeling a stretch along the back side of the leg. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come forward, lift the back leg up, low lunge. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Picturing the wave in the ocean. Inhale, roll the body forward, high plank. And exhale, lower all the way down. Full chaturanga, or draw the knees, chest and belly lower at the exact same time. As we come all the way down to the ground, inhale, lift the heart forward. Fingertips will come up. Use the muscles in the back, gaze forward. And on your exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, press up, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take 3 breaths here. So working toward length in the back and in the legs, consider bending through the knees. Once you bend through the knees, shoot the hips back. Stay here or straighten through the legs. Notice what that does for the shape in your body. How does it feel today? Press through the hands, paying particular attention to press through the pointer thumb and the pointer finger and the thumb. Let's take a full breath in, full breath out. Bring big toes to touch, and as you inhale, float your right leg to the sky, 5 toes pointed down to the earth. Exhale, knee to nose, shift shoulders over wrist, really round through the upper back. Inhale. Right leg reaches up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, chest or belly. Last time, inhale, lift up. And as you exhale, step the right foot in between the hands. Find your low runner's lunge. Left hand stays planted. Right arm will reach up to the sky, simple twist. Keep your right hip pressing back, left hip forward. Gaze can come up if it's okay on the neck, or gaze will stay down on the ground. You don't let the neck drop or lift too much. Keep it in line with the rest of the spine. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale, frame your right foot. Exhale, step left foot up to meet the right. Forward fold. Root to rise. Inhale, reach up, look up. Let's flow. Exhale, fold. Flat back as you fold. Inhale, lengthen, long spine. Exhale, step the right foot back, drop the right knee. Uncurl the back toes. Inhale, reach up. Anjaneyasana. So again, fingertips can be reaching up. Hands can come behind the head. Maybe even hands stay down on the thigh. Feel your right hip pressing forward, left hip pressing back. You can always lengthen out your stance so we're not going too far over the ankle. Breathe. Can you focus on the breath? If you can't breathe at all, back out of it a little bit. Find where you need to work on breathing, and that's where you're going to stay. Work through that challenge. Take one more full breath in here. Full breath out. Inhale. As you exhale, frame the left foot, straighten the left leg, half spin. Toes toward the nose, hands can come to blocks. Feeling a stretch along the back side of the body. Deep breath in. And a deep, slow breath out. Inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, come forward, find your low runner's lunge. As you exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Roll forward, inhale, really roll forward. Exhale, you're gonna lower all the way down. Drop the knees if you'd like. Elbows stay in, chest and belly lower at the same time. As you lower, the elbows stay in line with the shoulders. Inhale, baby cobra. Maybe fingertips lift off the mat. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, press up, high plank. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take 3 breaths here. Finding the length in the spine. So draw the knees down if you'd like. Shoot the hips back. Press hard to the thighs as you straighten the legs. Always an option to keep the knees bent. Press through the hands. If you're finding that your hands, you're having a hard time like really pressing into the hands because maybe the ground feels so far away, consider placing a blanket or a towel underneath your hands. Bring the ground a little closer to you. Part of that reasoning could just be the range of motion in your wrists. So, that just helps. Let's take one more breath in here. Breath out. Big toes to touch. Inhale, left leg will float to the sky. 5 toes pointed down to the earth. Exhale, knee to chest, belly, or nose. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, belly, chest, or nose. Really press forward, round through the upper back. Last time, inhale, lift up. Exhale, step your left foot forward, your low runner's lunge. Right hand stays planted. Inhale, left arm will reach up to the sky. Gaze will come up. Send your left hip back, right hip forward. Only twist from the thoracic spine. Breathe. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, frame your left foot. Exhale, right foot meets the left. Forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, reach up, look up. And exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Pause here. Just notice how you feel. Let's take a full breath in. Full breath out. Feel rooted through the feet. Draw the low ribs in together, belly button into the spine. Inhale, lift the left leg up, coming into one-legged Tadasana. So your knee is going to be at a 90-degree angle. Crown of the head still reaching forward, so you're not leaning back or leaning too much. Nice neutral spine. Full breath in. Full breath out. This is more about balance, so really press through the inner arch of your right foot. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, step the left foot back, frame the right foot. Low runner's lunge. Inhale, reach up. Simple twist again. Right hip back. Breathe here. Take a deep, slow breath in. And a deep, slow breath out. As you inhale, frame your right foot. Turn the left toes toward the long edge of the mat. And as you exhale, find your extended side angle. So right forearm to the right thigh. Left arm can reach up to the ceiling. You can stay here, or you can extend the left arm out over the head. So be mindful of what's going on in the torso. Really think about lengthening through both sides. And I know that sounds interesting because you're like, but I really am like crunching this right side. It's totally fair, but it depends like what's going on with the upper body. So keep the heart shining open. Think about crown of the head forward. Really press through the outer edge of your left foot. With your top hand, if it's reaching up, stack shoulder on top of shoulder. If your hand is reaching forward, palm will face down. Keep the ear away from the shoulder. So draw the shoulder blade down. Breathe. Lengthen through the front leg. Inhale. Exhale. Staying low in your front knee. Inhale, reverse your warrior. So we stay low in the front knee, press to the outer edge of the foot. Back hand, light as a feather on the back leg, or half bind, reaching for the right hip crease. Gaze will come up. Sit low in the legs. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. As you inhale, straight through the front leg. Keep the upper body where it's at. And then exhale, transition, triangle pose. So a block can come in real handy here. You can place the block on the inside of the foot. Hand at whatever level feels good. Hand will press firmly on the block as you extend your left arm up. Think about sending your hips toward the outer edge of the left foot. Crown of the head still reaching forward, and just look through your peripheral vision so we're not craning our neck. Breathe. Soft micro bend through the front knee. We don't want to lock the joints. We want to keep the weight in the muscles. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. You're going to look about 6 inches in front of you. If you have a block, consider moving it forward. And as you exhale, press up through the back leg, grounding through the right foot, half split. So let's take that again, not half split, half move. Let's take that again. Slowly bend through the right leg. Come back into your triangle pose. This is about a shifting of weight. So you're going to press through your right foot. Again, if you have a block, block will travel. Look up. Think about shifting your weight forward and then lift up. That might be something more you want to play around with later. Oops, as I fall. If you fall, that's okay. Take a moment, smile, laugh at yourself, and then come right back into it. Flex through your back foot. Imagine you've got a wall behind you. Press through that wall. It's amazing how much stability we can get once we find that counterbalance. We're going to lift our arm up or keep it on the top hip. Breathe. We'll take a full breath in here. Crown of the head forward, toes back. And as you exhale, gently turn the hips and bring both hands down to the ground, standing half split. Both blocks can come in real handy here. Bring the ground closer to you, or you can bring the hands down to the ground. So depending on how you're feeling today, and again, this is about how you're feeling. These are all just variations to help you feel your strongest. One is not better than the other. So you can stay right here. If you're staying here, let the head hang heavy. Really think about lifting through the left glute. You might consider bringing one hand behind the leg. Notice what that does for the balance, and notice what that does for the breath. Maybe you consider bringing both. I will be there for a hot second because that's not in my balance, but maybe it's in yours. We'll take one more breath in here, breath out. Inhale, find a flat back. And as you exhale, left foot comes up to meet the right. Bow low. Let's sit back, chair pose. Utkatasana, inhale. Breathing here. Tuck the tailbone down if you're finding a curve in the back and sit back into the heel. So more important, just find your neutral spine. That might mean you're up a little bit more, could mean you're down a little bit. Find where your center of gravity is at. Feel strong in your shape. Inhale. Exhale. Smile. It's only chair, it's only yoga. You got this. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lift up under the balls of the feet. Bring the arms behind you. Straighten the legs. Diver's pose. So we did this a little bit earlier with our forward fold, hands on the ground. So now we're just taking the hands out of it. Look, Ma, no hands. You got this. Inhale, gently sit back, chair pose. And then exhale, straighten up, Tadasana, mountain pose. If you're like me and your glasses are falling off your face, take a moment, wipe off. I'm always afraid I'm gonna lose my glasses. All right, friends, let's do this again. Coming into Tadasana, mountain pose. Let's bring our right knee up. And if you did the other leg the last time, that's okay. Just make sure you switch it up. You get both sides. So our right knee is at our 90-degree angle. Both hips are level. We're not sassy teenagers being like, hey, I'm not listening to my parents. Our hips are level. We're even keeled, hopefully. Breathe. Find the balance by pressing through the inner arch of the left foot. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. As you exhale, gently step the right foot back, meeting in your low runner's lunge. Really establishing the base, establishing your foundation. Right hand stays planted. Inhale, left arm will reach up, single twist. Shoulder stacks on top of shoulder. Only twist from the mid-back. So think about left hip back, right hip forward. Breathe. What's happening in this shape, physically, mentally, and emotionally, keep checking back in with yourself. Focus on the breath. One more, inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, frame your left foot, turn the right toes, face the long edge of the mat, and exhale, extended side angle. So our left forearm's gonna come to the thigh, right hand can reach straight up, or you can bring it long. Press to the outer edge of the right foot. Hip is pressing toward the heel. Stay low in the front knee, stack knee over ankle. Breathe here. You've got this. Take 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Keeping the legs where they're at. Inhale. Flip it and reverse it. Round down through the feet. Backhand rest light as a feather, or take the half bind. Lengthen through the ribs. So even if that motion helps, you're like up the ribs with your top hand, go for it. Sometimes it does help. You're like, oh yeah. Breathe. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Inhale, straighten through the front leg, upper body stays. And exhale. Come forward, triangle pose. Again, ab block will travel. So use your block if you'd like. Press the right hip toward the right outer edge of the foot. Soft bend in the front knee. Fingertips reaching up. So it feels like you're lengthening through both sides of the body. And that's where the block can come in real handy. It'll help you find that lift. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. So we're going to come into that transition to half moon. Think about starting to shift your weight forward. Pick up your block if you've got it. And then press up as you exhale, half moon. Flex through the back foot. Wherever your hand is at, really press, whether it's into the fingertips or on the ground. Maybe you've got a chair in front of you that you're going to go and grab real fast to help you find your balance. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. It's okay if you fall. So why we call it practice, not perfect. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, bring both hands slowly down to the ground, half split. Square both hips off. Hands can come to the ground or two blocks. You may consider wrapping one hand around or both. Wherever you're at, let the head hang nice and heavy. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, right foot comes to meet the left. Forward fold. Root to rise. Inhale, reach up, look up. And exhale, let's sit back into chair pose. Gotta do the other side. Who knew there were two sides to chair? Breathe. Weight is in the heels. Maybe you lift the toes up. Find your place of challenge where you can still breathe and you can draw in your inner strength. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift the heels up, balls of the feet. Diver's pose. Maybe you clasp the hands behind the back. Maybe you bring the arms out front. You can always keep the arms behind you. For 3, 2. Inhale, gently sit back, chair pose. Then as you exhale, bring your arms out parallel in front, as if you're squeezing your block in between the hands. We're going to slowly sit all the way down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take Navasana. Last Navasana. Hands can start behind the thighs here. So think if you're bringing your hands behind your thigh, it's helping you pull your heart forward. We really want that length. We want the heart shining forward. You can always bring the hands behind you too, cupcaking your fingers. So imagine you've got cupcakes underneath there. You want to bring the frosting to help find that balance. Or you can bring your arms out nice and long. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breath in. Exhale, lower halfway down. Bring the arms long overhead. Inhale, press up, press the energy away. Exhale, lower hands behind you. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower. Last round. Inhale, lift up, press. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down to the ground. Knees are going to come up to the ceiling. If you've got a block or a book, place it between your legs. It's okay if you don't. Maybe you've got your pillow close by. Grab a pillow, stick it between the thighs. Squeeze the thighs, pressing the block. We really want to engage the legs. As we do that, we're going to ground down through the heels, pressing the heels forward for our bridge pose. Inhale, press up. Hips start to lift up. Try not to really dump into the low back. So squeeze the legs, squeeze the glutes. Let's keep our hands nice and long right now. Press the palms of the hand into the earth for 5. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly, gently lower all the way down. Keep your block, your book, or your pillow in between the legs if you wish. You can always remove it. Let's take it again. Inhale, send the hips up. So heels press forward, squeeze the thighs toward the midline.
Hands can stay long, or you can start to draw the shoulders underneath the body, clasping the hands at the seat. Find your 5 breaths. After your 5 breaths, slowly lower down. This time, if you still have the blocker or the pillow, remove it. Take your last bridge pose. If wheel is in your practice and you're feeling open enough, please feel free to go there. I recommend staying in bridge because we didn't do a ton to open up the upper part of the body. As you inhale, send the hips back up. 5 to 8 of your own breaths. And then as you're ready, slowly lower down. Bring the knees outside the ribs, reach for a happy baby. So contemplate why babies do this. What makes it so happy? One day a baby will actually tell me the answer. They have yet to tell me, they're keeping that one secret. Feel free to rock from side to side. And then draw the knees into the chest. Bring the left leg down, right ankle across the left thigh. Coming into figure 4 as our hip opener. Flex the toes to protect the knee, get into the hip. Feel free to stay right here if you're feeling this on the outside of the hip, in the glute, one or the other or both. Or you can draw the knee in. Hands can interlace behind the thigh or in front of the knee. If you're lifting the left leg, flex the foot. And then slowly draw the left knee back down. Right foot comes to meet the left. And we'll switch sides. Left ankle over right thigh. Stay here. Or lift the legs up. Think about pressing your left hip open. Knee presses more toward the side. Flex the feet. Let the shoulders release into the mat. See if you can sink just a little bit deeper. Let the body become heavy. As you inhale, bring both knees into the chest. As you exhale, straighten the legs up to the sky. Closing out with our final inversion. If you have another inversion in your practice that you prefer to take during this moment, please feel free to do so. Just changing the flow of blood in the body, letting it run from the toes all the way to the head. Let the arms just be nice and long. Bring your knees into your chest, friends. Drop the knees over to the left, gaze to the right, gentle supine twist. And then bring your knees back through center. Drop the knees over to the right, gaze to the left. Bring the knees back through center. Squeeze forehead to the knees. Tense everything up. Squeeze it all in. And then let it go. Savasana. Final resting pose. Take up as much real estate on your mat as you'd like. And don't skip this step. This step is equally as important, if not more important, than the other asanas we've taken. Remember, asana is just a way for us to tap into our body, to work to establish that body, breath, and mind connection So we can be more open to be able to sit for meditation. Let everything feel nice and heavy. Let go of the work, let go of the effort. And be in true rest.
Begin to feel the weight of your body on the mat. And start to invite some gentle movement back into the body by wiggling the fingers and the toes. Taking your time, begin to gently transition to a comfortable seat. No rush. If you'd like to stay in Savasana much longer, please do so. Sitting up on a block blanket, you maybe even moving your back to a wall. Bring your right hand over your heart and your left hand over your right. Pausing here to feel your heartbeat. To feel the inner movement of the body and the breath. We're going to end just as we started by cultivating compassion and love for ourselves so that we may begin to show compassion and love for those around us. We'll be reciting a mantra. Feel free to say it in your head, or if you're at home and you'd like to say it along. It's an ancient Tibetan mantra, Tibetan monk mantra. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be happy. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be happy. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be happy. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be happy. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be happy. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be happy. Let's honor the intention or focus you may have set at the beginning of your practice. We'll come into a moment of gratitude for ourselves, for making time for our mat today, no matter the journey it took to get here, honoring that path. And then sending gratitude to those who joined us this evening to create this virtual space and create this virtual community. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace, Peace, Peace. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday, and I hope you will join me again later this week for another practice. Bye, everybody. Have a great evening.